Welcome to Trade Pro. Let's talk Bitcoin, S&P 500, and the dollar currency index. What's going on and what is likely going to happen next. So with Bitcoin here, I'm on the daily time frame and price is now pulled back to the 20 period exponential moving average, which often acts as an area of resistance in a trend. So we find that there's rejection from the 20 or around the 20 EMA quite frequently in trends. So if we look at uptrends, we can see pullbacks into the 20 EMA area often are a good time to get into the trend and look for a continuation move. So that's going to be the most likely scenario here. We see price on the daily under the 200 period exponential moving average. It's been in a downtrend for quite some time, and this is a place where people will start scaling into short positions as it acts kind of as an area of value where traders will be looking for a continuation move soon. Now, of course, the bottom could be in, and we don't know that, but what we can talk about is getting into the trend at a discount on a pullback, and this is giving us that opportunity. We have a full reset on the stochastic RSI. It's in the overbought territory. Prices pulled back to the 20 EMA, between the 20 and the 50 EMA. So this correction or this sideways movement here is likely going to head to the downside, seeing as we're in an overall downtrend, and this is the area where we may see that rejection and see that continuation. Okay, so that's what I do believe is the most likely scenario based on the pure just technicals. But of course, the bottom could be in. This is pretty extended to the downside, so maybe we'll see a larger bounce. But I think that this is most likely heading to the downside for Bitcoin in the short term. Now, where can we expect that this ends up? Well, no one knows for sure. A lot of people are going to be looking at this area over here, so around 16,000 for the next move to the downside. Although this doesn't need to head down, I think just based on a technical perspective, that's what will be the most likely scenario. Okay. Now let's go to the S&P 500. What's going on here? Well, we see price under the 200 EMA on the daily time frame. We see that it is pulled back to the 20 EMA, as I've been saying, often acts as kind of a net that catches price before price continues the trend. And of course, if the bottom isn't in, we'll be expecting that continuation move to the downside out of this area. We do see that now the stochastic RSI is fully reset into the overbought territory, and when it's overbought in a downtrend, that's where we look for continuations of the current trend. So that's what I'm looking at here on the S&P 500. We don't have any signs yet that this is reversing. Going to need to see it stop making lower highs and lower lows and take out this level right here in order to create a higher high. So we're going to have to be watching that. But right now, things are pointing to the downside from a technical perspective. Now, dollar currency index, we do see this extended to the upside. So perhaps a pullback. This is not at an area of value where a lot of people would be interested in getting in for, let's say, a long position. But if it did pull back, we could be expecting another move to the upside. Of course, this has to top out. Things are going pretty parabolic, and eventually it will top out, but I personally don't like trying to time the exact top or bottom. I like to wait until a change in structure. I like to wait until price comes under the 200 EMA before I call it a downtrend. And of course, the opposite for an uptrend. If price is over the 200 EMA, I'm looking for continuation moves to the upside. I'm looking for pullbacks to the area of value between the 20 and the 50. And as you can see, it's given us many pullbacks along the way over the 200 EMA, kind of into this area of value. And we've just seen continuation moves time and time again out of this 20 EMA, 50 EMA area. So that's what I'd be looking for if this does pull back. We are seeing somewhat of a rejection candle right now, but price is in a strong uptrend. It's been going pretty parabolic, and although it may be slowing down, I'm still just going to be expecting continuation moves of the current trends, as I don't like betting against the main trend. So for this one, ultimately what I would be looking for a full reversal of this downtrend on Bitcoin is price needs to take out this lower high at around 32,600. So right here on this pullback, I want to see price take that out and come over the 200 period exponential moving average. Then I can be, talking about the bottom is in with much more confidence. Just like over here, we got a failure, but this was, this had potential for looking for, further upside continuation at that point, with price coming over the 200 EMA, finding a bit of support on it, although ultimately it did fail and continue the downtrend. That is what I'll be looking for. Next time this sort of thing happens, that's going to be my opportunity to look for a significant uptrend to begin. Okay. So that's going to conclude things here. The bit of an analysis, so you can kind of see what I'm looking at and how I think about things in the markets. Really just looking at what the trend direction is, looking for pullbacks to an area of value that I can enter into the trend at a discount at. So that's it. Thank you guys for watching and have a great day.